What's going, guys? Just want to share something because after a post I did, it caused a lot of confusion and misinterpretation of what I meant. I could have written it in a different way. About enjoying the rest of this year because next year's going to be bad. Now, I'm not one to sort of promote fear. You know, the media and TV does that enough, right? Now, the person who creates fear and that's the devil. That's not me. Now, warning's a different thing. Now, you can interpret that any way you want. You can say it's fear mongering or whatever, but I want people to know and understand my characteristics, right? I'm a massive heart and a big lover of every single person in this world, right? Um, and if I see anyone struggle, doesn't matter who it was, and they were hungry, I'd feed them. If I see anyone that didn't have no clothes, I'd clothe them. If I seen someone crying in the street, I'd comfort them. If someone came to me for advice, I'd help them. You know, share some wisdom, guidance. I do a lot of things, right? Selflessly. You know what I mean? I do it because that's what we should be doing, right? The reason everyone knows me, they're like, you're a good dude, North. You go out and back. You know, you got a beautiful heart. Here's the reason to why I am who I am. Now, I've done a lot of bad stuff in my life, as well as a lot of good. I've changed my life around to once what I was. I've gone up and down from my life doing good and great things, and I've also made some stupid mistakes that have caused many problems and pains, and I've learned from that. Now, nearly 5 years ago, I hit rock bottom, which was the reason where it had the transformation in my life where I found God. And it changed me. And everyone that knows me has seen my journey and my path to where I am today. I give all thanks to God. Now, from growing up in a Christian family to learning about it, I've studied a lot on the world, the Bible, but mainly on Jesus' character and the things he said. You know, love thy neighbor as thyself. You know, love your enemies. Do unto others as you like them do to you. You know what I mean? These are many characteristics of what Jesus tried to teach us. And even with the disciples, he showed them in the way they walked. Many people that they didn't like in those days, you got to understand the characteristics of people back in the Jerusalem days. Like Matthew, the tax collector. You know, he worked for the Romans, who people despised because, just like the government, they didn't care about you, he worked for them. And in that, he hurt a lot of Jews, taking money from them. Instead, he went for Jesus, and Jesus let him in. Ready? They didn't know why. It's because every single one of us, doesn't matter our wrongs or our life or whatever, if we turn from that and we go for Jesus, he is there to accept us, yes? And it's through repentance, through forgiveness that he's there for us. Now, he's given you a choice. This is where free will comes from. This is where God's given you free will. And that I'll get into another story. But right now, he's giving you a choice. It's up to you what you want to make. Now, I'm making my choice. And my choice is trying to be the best man I can for my kids and for God. And in doing that, I help others. I do it in my job. I do it in my lifestyle, right? And at the same time, I'm serious about the Bible, right? I focus on it seriously. Now, Jesus didn't just talk about love. He wanted us to do everything in love. But not a love like, oh, I love you, but the unconditional love. Selfless love, right? In doing good works for his name's sake is a blessing to God, right? And this is the reason why I do these things too. I'm not doing it for praise from him or anything. I'm doing it because this is what he tells me I should be doing. In that he loves. You know what I mean? At the same time, Jesus spoke of warnings of things to come. Not to scare you, but to make you be awake to what is to come. Now, there's going to be some nasty things coming. It's written in the book of Matthew, the book of Mark, the book of Timothy, the book of Jude, the book of Deuteronomy. It's in a lot of things, even Revelations, right? I've read through and focused on a lot of those. Now, when I share things, I shouldn't have said it in a way where, it's like you got, 11 days to live. No, it's not what I was trying to say. It was just on my heart at the time where I was hurting because I'm just looking at the world and on Facebook and seeing things, how my heart goes out to so many people who are lost, who don't know the truth or don't want to know the truth. And it breaks my heart. But I just want to show you something, that there is times coming which are going to be tragic. It's going to be scary. And especially for us Christians, we're going to be persecuted. Now, we may not get taught this in many churches because we sort of drift off from that of late. When growing up in churches when I was, they warned us of the problems of sin. They warned us of the problems that are to come. They warned us of different things. But they told you to do things fearless, yes? Fear not is in the Bible 365 times, right? That's one for each day. Fear not. Because God is in control. He doesn't want you to fear over this body, because this body is just a vessel. It's temporary. It says, from the dust you come from, the dust you will go. Yes? It's your soul that lives on. Now, that's what I'm more worried about. I am concerned about each and every one's soul. And I want the best for you. I want you to be in eternity with me. Heaven is such a beautiful place. There's no suffering. Right? No pain. We're going to see our loved ones there. Our children we've lost. They're all going to be there. Right? But there's someone else apart from God that hates us. Right? He's a deceiver, the liar, the thief, and the murderer. Now, many people will be watching this. Why is there bad things happening? Why these things happen to the world? It's another story, right? Get off track. I'm all just trying to focus on why I'm sharing this message, right? Now, each and every one of us has a decision and a choice to make. And our choices have consequences and also have ripple effects, whether it's good or bad, right? Now, like I shared to someone the other day, you do harm to someone. You're not just hurting them. You're hurting something that's in them that they're going to retaliate to someone else. Because so many people think, down the track someone does wrong, they'll do it to them. It's a ripple effect. Someone steal from someone, right? One day they're going to think, someone stole from me, I'll take this. See how it goes? Or someone cheated on me, I'm going to cheat on them. Right? We make choices. And we can say, I never did that. But if we look deep inside and acknowledge our faults, we've all done it. Each and every one of us sin, and we sin daily. And to me, I take this as a serious thing. I still fall short. I'm a sinner. But that's why I give my heart to God and I got baptized. Because I believe in Him and I follow Him. I'm trying my hardest to do it. And I still make mistakes. Right? And it's from His grace that I am blessed. Right? But we're going to be careful too that we teach the right things. I'm going to be accountable. He's going to judge me. Right? But at the same time, I look at what Jesus says. What would Jesus do? Well, He warned us about the things to come. So I'm doing the same. Because if you are not ready for what is about to come, it's going to be a scary time. And especially for my Christian brothers and sisters, I don't want you to be at the point where these things happen. What do I do? What do I do? I don't being told about this. I wasn't warned about this. You mean? Well, I've been trying to share it in a way. I should probably do it in a bit more of a break it down for you, right? But that's not my fault that wherever you are, you're not hearing that message. You know what I mean? And I hope you are. But it seems like from people's characteristics or their knowledge of the Bible, they're oblivious to it. You know what I mean? They're all about this, my feelings and love and all this. Yes, it's love to want to care about your brothers and sisters, right? Being lost or being hurt. You warn them, don't you? Your kids, when you're cooking, you tell them not to touch the stove because if they don't, they'll burn. If you don't touch them, they'll burn. Whose fault was that? Was that you or the child? It's you, because you're the older. You're the one that's more knowledgeable about it. You should teach them. And this is what I'm doing. There's many reasons for why the way I live. And my characteristics of who I am is from what I read in that book. From how I observe and watch how Jesus is as a character. It's the reason why I am who I am. Now, I'm not perfect. There was only ever one perfect person, and we nailed him to a cross. But what I try to do is to live the best I can as if Jesus did, right? You mean? Stay humble. You mean? Be giving. Be loving. Know that everything I do is out of love. I'm not here to scare people, right? Like I said, that's the media's job. They've already done it. Look how many people are wearing masks. Look how many people are signing in with apps and so forth, freaking out. Now, if you knew my God, you wouldn't be scared. Because like I said, this body's temporary. Where we go after this is eternity. Over down there, right there. So I just want to break it down and send this message because so many people are taking me the wrong way. And if you ever want to know more about it, I'm happy to talk about it and share it. If you don't want to know about it, scroll on, ignore it. Keep living the life you want. You don't have to listen to me. You mean? Jesus didn't force people to listen to him. Instead, he had many that were scholars in the old law and everything that actually put him on the cross. Spat on him. He called them vipers, whitewashed tombs. You know what I mean? And it still says that in the last days there'll be many like that. Wolves in sheep's clothing. People misguiding people the wrong way. Right? Now I'm not doing this to freak you out. I just wanted to warn you because things are going to come. And I just hope you are ready. You got the armour of God and you are feeling strong and determined. Fearless. Right? Whatever happens to my body, so be it. Because I know where it's going to go. Right? Anyway, I just want to get that out in there in the open. God bless. Take it easy. And I'm no hard feelings to anyone who disagree with me. I love you all. As I said, you don't have to listen. You can keep scrolling. You can make fun of me. I don't care. Right? As it says, in the last days, it'll be like the days of Noah. And they did the same thing to him when he tried to warn everyone. Love yous. God bless. Good night.